Starfruit, and Starfruit once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Today I'm back with Fruit of the Day, the one and only Starfruit. So maybe you've seen it before, maybe you've heard of it before, but maybe you've never tasted it before. Well, or maybe you just love it. Well, whatever the case may be, please listen and watch on why, because we're about to dive just a little deeper into the wonderful world of the starfruit. All right, first up, just a little bit of background information. Starfruit, sometimes called carambola, is a type of fruit that comes from the starfruit tree, which is native to Vietnam, India, Indonesia, Nepal, Malaysia, and the Philippines. Wow, who knew? The flesh of the fruit can range in color from translucent to bright yellow, and it is surrounded by 5 ridges that resemble a star when cut in a cross-section, hence its name. Now, take a look at the picture. As you can see, when it's cut as a cross-section, it yields a star, a 5-pointed star. How nice. Both the wax-like skin and the juicy flesh of the fruit are edible and are typically consumed raw. It's available in both sour and sweet varieties, which are differentiated by their size. Sour star fruits tend to be smaller, while sweeter types are usually larger. All right, now it's time to talk about a few fun facts. In traditional Chinese medicine, starfruit is considered a cooling fruit, along with other foods such as grapefruits, tomatoes, and watermelon. This means that it has a cooling effect, which can help provide balance to the body. Foods with a cooling effect are sometimes used to alleviate symptoms like chronic thirst, constipation, headaches, cold sores, and heartburn. When purchasing this fruit, look for one that's firm with an even color free of brown spots. Now, take a look at the picture. As you can see, these are the types to avoid, right? So if anything, make sure that they are bright yellow, free of brown spots. So there we have it, guys. A few fun facts about the one and only starfruit. All right, time for the not so fun facts. Starfruit and sour varieties in particular are high in oxalates, compounds found in certain foods that can increase the risk of kidney stones for some individuals. Consuming large amounts of starfruit has also been linked to kidney damage in some case reports. Plus, one review out of Brazil even noted that eating starfruit can cause neurotoxicity in patients with chronic kidney disease, thanks to the presence of a specific toxin found in the fruit. Therefore, if you have any kidney problems, it's best to steer clear of starfruit until consulting with your doctor. So there we have it, guys. If you have kidney issues, please stay away from starfruit. So there we have it, guys. A few not so fun facts about the one and only starfruit. All right, now it's time to dive into the 520 rule. Guys, the 520 rule is all about food labels. It basically helps us to read and understand food labels. Ultimately, it's a guide. It's a guide that lets us know whether or not a food or beverage item is a good source or not a good source of any particular nutrient. Now, when we talk about the 520 rule, specifically we're talking about percent daily value, abbreviated percent DV. Now, let's take a look at our sample food label. Now, as you can see, it is divided into 3 parts, each colored differently. Let's first talk about the lavender portion. It says percent daily value, and then there's a column of percentages, and basically they range from as low as 0 to as high as 100%. Next up, let's talk about the yellow nutrients, such as saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, and sodium. Now, when it comes to these nutrients, unfortunately, they do a really good job at promoting sickness, illness, and disease within the body temple. So when it comes to the 520 rule, or shall we say the percent daily value, you want to make sure that these percentages are as close to 0 as possible. Now, when we talk about the nutrients that are in blue, Well, they do just the opposite of the yellow nutrients. Rather than promote disease, they promote health and wellness within the body temple. So, if anything, you want to make sure that your dietary fiber, your vitamin A, your vitamin C, your calcium, and your iron, which basically represent all vitamins and minerals, you want to make sure that these nutrients are as close to 100% as possible. Now, let's dive just a little deeper into the 520 rule. Ladies and gentlemen, if a food or beverage item offers anywhere from 0% to 9% DV of any particular nutrient, then that food or beverage item is considered not a good source of that particular nutrient. Next, if the food or beverage item offers 10% to 19% DV of any particular nutrient, then that food or beverage item is considered a good source of that particular nutrient. Next, if the food or beverage item offers 20% DV or greater, then that food or beverage item is considered an excellent source of that particular nutrient. So there we have it, guys, the ins and outs about the 520 rule. All right, now it's time to dive into the nutrition facts. Now, for today's lecture, we're going to simply say that a single serving of star fruit is equivalent to 1 medium star fruit, right? So here's what we're going to get. We're only going to consume 28 calories, 6.2 grams of carbs, 0.9 grams of protein. And once again, most people don't believe that fruit contains protein. Well, myth buster. Also, 0.3 grams of fat, 2.5 grams of dietary fiber. Now, when it comes to vitamin C, it offers 52% DV. So that makes it an excellent source of vitamin C. Next up is copper, coming in at only 6% DV, not a good source. Then we have pantothenic acid, which by the way is one of our B vitamins, only coming in at 4% DV, not a good source. Then we have both potassium and folate, each coming in at only 3% DV, not a good source of either one of those. So there we have it, guys, the nutrition facts about the one and only star fruit. All right, now let's talk about the health benefits. But before we do, I want to very quickly talk with you about the principle of cause and effect. Now, some of us may already be familiar with the principle of cause and effect. Why? Because it's one of the 7 Hermetic principles. But basically, this principle states that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. There really is no such thing as chance and or luck. In other words, everything happens for a reason. So I say that to say this. If you want to be healthy, you got to cause it. If you want to be diseased, well, believe it or not, you're going to cause that too. So when we talk about the nutrition facts, basically those are the causes. The health benefits are the effects. So what I want to do right now is go through the health benefits, but I also want to let you know which nutrients are responsible for these benefits. So health benefit number 1 is that star fruit is high in antioxidants, such as quercetin and rutin. Now, as stated in many of my videos, antioxidants are amazing. As a matter of fact, they virtually are medicine for the human body. Antioxidants help to deactivate free radicals, which unfortunately play a big role in causing obesity, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cancer. Oh, also, they help you age faster too. All right. So that's why it's important that you consume lots and lots of plant foods. Why? Because they have lots and lots of antioxidants. Second health benefit of star fruit is that it may have anti-cancer properties. So, which nutrient is responsible for that? Say hello to quercetin. Also, star fruit lowers your blood cholesterol, which which nutrient is responsible for that? Well, say hello to insoluble fiber. Also, it boosts immunity. Say hello to vitamin C. Also supports digestive health. Well, good old fiber. And lastly, star fruit does help to reduce inflammation, which is always a good thing. So there we have it, guys. Lots and lots of health benefits from the one and only star fruit. All right, now it's time to talk about food. Now, usually our go-to website for everything vegan is forksoverknives.com. But for today's lecture, I thought I'd switch it up just a little bit, expand your horizon, and I want to introduce you to theearthofindia.com. Guys, that's our new website for today's video, theearthofindia.com. Now, I did a little research and I found some amazing vegan starfruit recipes that I want to share with you right now. So the first one is entitled Starfruit Poppy Salad. Take a look at the picture. Looks delicious. Our second recipe is starfruit salad dressing. Why not? Okay. Take a look at the picture. Looks amazing. Now here's the thing. If you are inclined to make and taste these amazing recipes, all you have to do is go to the description box and click on the links. That's right, I'm providing you with a direct link to each recipe. You got the salad and now you have the salad dressing. Now once you click on the links, you're going to find some great information. It's going to provide you with the ingredient list, the cooking time, and of course the instructions. So please check out theearthofindia.com. Alright, 23% Nation, I hear you. A lot of you say, well, Coach D, thanks for the recipes. Coach D, thanks for the background information as well as the nutrition facts. But what I really want to know is, when in the world should I eat more starfruit? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if that's your question, then I got to tell you that the perfect day, and I do mean the perfect day to eat more starfruit, is Nature Day. What? Nature Day? Oh yes, Nature Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Nature Day happens to be the first day of the 23% challenge. Now, maybe you know nothing about the challenge. Well, that's okay. In a nutshell, the 23% challenge is a monthly 7-day wellness program that is designed to help improve your health, your wealth, your relationships. Oh, and it also helps to save good old planet Earth. Now, here's the thing about the challenge is that it is the first 7 days of every single month. That's right, the first all the way through the 7th. Now here's the cool part. Nature Day is the first day of the challenge, which basically means that Nature Day is the first day of every month. So whether it's January 1st, November 1st, or even December 1st, it's always Nature Day. Now, some of us may be interested. Some of us may want to start eating more plants. Some of us may want to transition to a more whole food plant-based diet. Some of us may be stricken with obesity, heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. And maybe we're looking for a holistic approach to cure our problems. Maybe some of us have acne. Maybe some of us may be depressed, or you may suffer from anxiety of some sort. Well, guys, if that's you, believe it or not, plant foods are medicine, and medicine is plant foods. So, if you're looking to eat more plants, then I want to offer you 4 avenues to help facilitate that. So, number 1, try to become a 3% vegan. Now, what does that mean? It means that you only eat plant foods and drink only water only 1 day out of an entire month. Next up, try to become a 10% vegan. What does that mean? Well, it means that you pick 3 days out of an entire month to eat only plant foods and drink only water. Or you can try to become a 17% vegan, which translates to 5 days of only eating plant foods and only drinking water. And lastly is to try to become a 23% vegan, which technically is what Coach D considers himself to be. Now, what does that mean? It means that for the first 7 days of every single month, I only eat plant foods and drink only water. Now, the question is, which plant foods am I eating? Well, I only eat from the 5 food groups of plant foods, which happen to be all fruits, all vegetables and herbs, all nuts and seeds, all legumes, meaning beans and peas, and also all whole grains. So there you have it, guys. 4 ways to help make your Nature Day successful. All right, now I want to offer you just a little bit of help, a little bit of assistance. So welcome to Coach D's tips for a successful Nature Day. First, go visit your local grocery store. Now, when you go to the grocery store, you're going to go to 2 places. Number 1 is the produce section, and number 2 is the freezer aisle. You're going to go to the produce section. Why? Because that's where all of your fresh plant foods are located. Then you want to walk on over to the freezer aisle. Why? Because that's where all of your frozen plant foods are located. Now, some of us may be wondering, what's better, fresh or frozen plant foods? Well, believe it or not, the nutrient content is pretty much the same. However, I will say this. If you're a quick eater, meaning you eat all of your plant foods the moment they get home, then yeah, opt for the fresh options. However, if you're the type of person who doesn't really like to eat your plant foods that quickly, then you probably want to store them in the freezer. So that way the frozen options will probably be best for you. Next up, go visit your local farmers market. Now, I highly recommend farmers markets for those of us who must eat organic plant foods. Here's the thing about farmers markets is that they only cater to the organic plant food market. So if you have to have organic plant foods, then definitely go to your local farmers market. Next up, go to the prepared dishes section of your local grocery store. Now, once you're done with the produce section and the freezer aisle, walk on over to the prepared dishes section and ask the person behind the counter if they offer any vegan, not vegetarian options. If they do, ask for a sample, and if you like it, purchase it by the pound or maybe even 2 pounds if you really, really like it. Next up, go visit your local vegan restaurant. That's right, guys. It's time for us to support the vegan community by eating at a vegan restaurant. Now, here's the one great thing about vegan restaurants is that they hire vegan chefs who basically know exactly how to cook plant foods, and they also know which plant foods to combine to yield the most nutritious, delicious dishes. So, please visit your local vegan restaurant ASAP. And my last tip to help make your Nature Day successful is you may want to subscribe to a vegan meal prep company. Now, here's the thing about them. This is for people who don't know how to cook plant foods or people who don't want to cook plant foods, right? People who don't have time to cook plant foods. Guys, here's the amazing thing about these meal prep companies is that they cook it, they deliver it, you eat it. It's just that simple. So there we have it. 5 tips to help make your Nature Day successful. All right, it's time for our question of the day, which comes from yours truly and the rest of the 23% nation. We want to know, true or false, people who suffer from kidney problems should consume more star fruit. Now, I believe I covered that earlier in the video, so if you missed it, rewind it. If you caught it, then go ahead and write your answer in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. Now, before I sign out, I got to ask you to please subscribe, like, and share the video, especially if you love starfruit. And don't forget to use our 3-word mantra. It's #EatMorePlants. As stated earlier, my name is Coach D. I'm signing out, but always remember to take care, God bless, and never, ever forget that Coach D loves you.